Okay, Caddy 2008. Customer dropped it in with ABS light on. Seemingly it's gone to a couple of mechanics. ABS sensor has been changed on the rear right wheel. Wheel bearing was changed there, and the code is sporadic, still coming and going. We'll go in and have one look at the code. So we have 00287 was one of the codes, just generally relating to electrical and mechanical faults. I've seen, having taken it for a test drive, short circuit in the rear wheel sensor, also intermittent signal codes there. So took a look at the rear wiring harness because the ABS sensor has been changed. So just looked at that on my scope, and you can see these legs don't look like they're giving a good grip on the female connection. Had already been back probed as well. You know, I didn't do that, so this is the diagram for the Mark 70. So this is an ATE Mark 70 setup. It's got a 26 pin connector here. These two joinings here are where that harness that I just showed you come connect in behind the seat, and they run from there in the loom all the way to the 26 pin multi connector onto the ABS controller itself. Back probe these for continuity, perfect. Back probe from the pins 11 and 12 all the way to the sensor connector plug, the new one that I put in, perfect. So it led me to look at the ABS controller. We pulled it out. I got sourced a second-hand one, and just as an aside, this is the controller here in front of me. Obviously you can separate it from the hydraulic valve block. We took off the back and looked at the pins, took a few photos. Pin 11 and 12 are what refer to the rear right. So you can see here now, these are mechanical insertion pins. They don't solder them anymore, but they're still on the soldered pad here. You can see there's some oxidation, and when I wiggle this pin after, when I put some pressure on it, the resistance reading there changed wildly. So that's most likely what was causing it. Here, look, you can see on the point a wildly variable resistance here when this moves. So can you get these repaired? Yeah, there's specialist firms repairing them. I got a second-hand one, and the client was happy with that. Just make sure when you are changing them to note the coding on VCDS, note the software coding, just to make sure it's the same. Write it down before you put in the new one, and just copy it, and you're good to go.